Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here at Painted Studio. Welcome back. This is my second live today. I know, I can't believe it. I'm trying to make up for a little lost time earlier this week. As you can tell, I'm still a little congested. Now, I'm trying, I hope, to do this on my laptop today because, okay, so I'm showing up live. Good. I'm trying to do this on my laptop today because I left my iPad at home. Let me turn my volume down. I think there's no... That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, that should let me... Hey Maddie, nice to see you. Now, because I'm now on my Mevo and my laptop's down here, I won't necessarily... Oh my God, I turned the volume off and it still won't cancel. Jeez Louise. There, now it's off. The way, it's always a challenge when I have to do it differently. So I know how my iPad works, but now doing it on the laptop, it's a little more confusing. Okay, so today, Maddie, I hope you're feeling okay today. All right, let me get into what we're doing. Obviously, I'm still a little easily scatterbrained. Just one of the joys of being on the mend versus being 100%. So today we are going to work on pumpkins, but because I was on vacation last week, I was inspired by oceans, so we're going to do a little more of a coastal style pumpkin instead of the traditional, purples and oranges and all those fall colors. We're going to take a little step in a different direction, do something a little fun. So now I'm going to aim the camera down. That is, if it lets me. Yes, I know you get to see my arm in all of this. And look, you can see my phone, so you can see me trying to make sure I'm on the screen. Move that out of the way because I know I'll knock that. All right, let me see where I am. Okay, so I actually have these all set up in 3 different stages, and we're going to go through each stage, and we will foil one complete pumpkin during the video today. So that's exciting. You can see over here, I have pre-cut pieces of foil that I probably should get out of the way before I do something dumb and get them ruined. Because y'all know me. If I can make a mess on it, I will. All right, so we're going to start out with Set Coat Metallic Navy. Now, clearly, this is not the jars that Metallic Navy comes in. You all know I pour my quartz down a little bit so that nothing goes bad on me. I am painting everything from stem to stern on here. Ooh, my brush is a little wet, so I'm flipping a little water. I've had wet brushes all day. I've been painting like a maniac. Plus, we've got a farmer's market. We do a local farmer's market during the summer about once a month, and that's tomorrow as well. So it is a little busy around here trying to get everything ready to go. And I hope I might get these done for tomorrow to go to the farmer's market, but there is no guaranteeing that I will manage that. All right, so you can see the Set Coat covers really, really nicely. And like I said, because I'm kind of going for a more coastal feel, I'm using Metallic Navy instead of a black color under my foils. And all the foils we're using are going to be in coastal colors, blues and teals and colors like that. Now, I haven't gotten the bottom. I didn't bring out any of my little things to set this up on to dry. So basically, we're going to paint everything except the very bottom, then set this aside to dry. And once it's dry, I'll flip it over and paint the bottom. So I'm going to set that to the side. And this is, again, Set Coat Metallic Navy. That brush can go there. Next, we're going to, very wet brushes. I didn't wring anything out, so that's a good thing I grabbed it to feel. You don't want your brush soaking wet when you're about to put on foil adhesive. It makes a big mess. So now this one you can see I've painted already, and I actually put a little set coat on the bottom. I mean a little foil adhesive on the bottom about an hour ago. Yeah, it's got some little bits and pieces in it, but I'm not too worried. And we're going to put foil adhesive on the entire thing. Now I may hold back on putting it on the stem because I'll decide how I want to foil the stem at a later time, or at least later today. But I'm putting on my foil adhesive and I'm brushing it in the direction of the grooves in the pumpkins. I can do it this way, but if you're familiar at all with Artsyville foil adhesive, you know that it doesn't self-level. So if I brush it this way, I'm going to have a pattern of it going that way. And I think for the natural look of a pumpkin, it looks better if I follow the direction that the pumpkin's grooves go in. This is a brand new jar of foil adhesive, so it's spreading very nicely. Do not thin your foil adhesive more than 2 to 5%, or else it starts losing its adhesive quality. And once we've applied this, again, Artsyville foil adhesive available on our website, paintedstudio.com. Once this has been applied, you let it set up for a minimum of an hour. You need to let it come to a good firm tack. Now the reason I say a minimum of an hour, it's summertime. It's humid out. It could take a little longer. If it feels gummy when you touch it instead of just sticky, it needs to sit longer. If you're putting it over a metallic paint like we're doing here, you might need to let it sit longer. Now, I'm taking a chance doing this in here today, because if this were any other paint other than set coat, I would really be like, all right, I got to paint them today, and then I can't foil them until tomorrow. But set coat is a wonderful product, and it starts bonding to your surface right away. Any other metallic paint, I might be saying, yeah, I need to wait a little bit before I come in here with the foil adhesive in the foil, because if your paint is not completely dry and your foil adhesive is not cured enough, you can put your foil on and you can rip, when you peel it back, you can rip it all the way down to the surface. Take the paint off, don't leave any foil behind, all of it. All right, let me leave this to the side. Put my paint brushes together. I hope I remember to put them in the sink. I've done this so many times that I put my paint brushes right over here and I forget to put them in the sink. Okay, this is a huge pumpkin, so we are going to lift the camera a little bit and I'm going to slide it back a bit so you can see it better. I think that should give you a better view of it. I might have to move things around a little. Give me a second to just adjust. There we go. This is the big monster one that I got. I stopped off at Michael's and I subscribed to their coupons for 20% off because these aren't even on sale yet. You know, everything's always on sale at Michael's, except these didn't manage to be on sale yet. All right, let me come through here. Hey, Sherry. Thank you. I love this pink color, too. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Again, if I miss your comments, you know I'll come back to them. I'll check them out. I'll read them again. So this one is going to be very, very patchwork. No structure, no specific patterns that I've got in mind. I didn't put foil adhesive on the stem up here because I haven't decided what color I'm going to foil it. It will kind of depend on how the rest of this comes out. So we're going to be playing with a bunch of different foil colors. I'm just going to be sort of putting them on, scrubbing them on randomly, seeing how I like them. So this is our, trying to so you can see it. I'll turn it so you can see it, but I won't see it. So this is royal blue. Look how beautiful that is on there. And then I'm literally piecing through things, pulling some stuff out, doing different ways of applying. This is our Harlow. That's pretty. Yeah, I like how this is going to work. This is going to be very, very random. It's going to make me very happy. This is, I believe, our aquamarine color. So I'm trying to get some of the top done so that maybe I can lay it down and I can actually see what I'm doing instead of doing it blind while I talk to you guys. Now I'm on parchment paper, so that actually means I can kind of set this down, but this one is huge. So I'm trying to get an angle that I can come at it and I can see and you can see as well. All right, this is our waterfall in teal. That's not what I want to put there. Let's do some teal blue jaguar, or cheetah, sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to remember my foil colors. But look how cool this is coming out. This is fun. Something different, not perfectly stripy, not well organized. That suits me. Okay, let's do the teal waterfall here. And I'm just going to patch in a bunch of these. Peel them back, see where they go. This is Olsen. This is one of these wonderful iridescent ones that look blue and green and purple from different angles. That's so pretty. And let's slide up here with a little bit of navy. This navy is so dark, it's almost black, but you can see now with the blue underneath it that it is very, very blue. Okay, and then this is some Melody Ocean. Let's put that there. Let's kind of overlap a little bit so it goes into the places I missed and others. Nice. Let's see. I'll take a look at things here. I'm going to grab some Razzle Dazzle. Come right in here. Fill in some blank spots. That's fun. That's very, very fun. And we have our blue jaguar. I just pre-cut these, created a stack. I've got tons and tons of foil here, so I literally have more than I need to do this project, so that was my goal. Okay, let's, since I got this little spot up here, I'm gonna have a little fun and come up in here and do that blue waterfall, that teal waterfall up here. I'm sorry, I'm off camera too, so you're not really seeing what I'm doing. I apologize. I'm trying to get this so you can actually see. Maybe I'll angle it up a little bit better. There you go. All right, so we're back into, let's see what else we got here. So you can see where we're going here. We're getting all these wonderful different patterns and colors together. Okay. So I don't want to overlap colors that I've already laid out. So let's come in this area with the blue teal cheetah. I want to come up in here with that too. And let's kind of turn around here. All right, so I'm going to come down here with a little royal blue. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. This isn't actually a tear. There was a little piece of stuff on my pumpkin that I couldn't get off with my brush. If your foil adhesive isn't cured well enough, this is what happens. Now that's not what actually happened here. I can touch that up, and I will, and it won't be a problem. But this is what it would look like. That was actually a piece of stuff that got stuck to the surface, and I tried pulling it up and it didn't want to pull up, and ended up pulling up when I released the foil adhesive. Weird things all the time, happen all the time. It's not a big deal. So let's come in here. Like I said, I know I'm pushing this because I did this all today. And it's humid in here. My dehumidifier is what's running behind me. Normally I'd turn it off for a live, and I'm sorry if it's noisy and irritating to somebody and anybody, but truly it needs to be on, otherwise nothing is drying today. It's super humid and we're supposed to get rainstorms over the weekend. A little more Melody Ocean. Now here, I actually did have it. Where is it? Pull up. Everything was a little too thick there. It pulled up. It happens. I'll touch it up with a little paint and a little foil adhesive and we will be good to go. But if you're doing this on furniture or something like this, be nice to your pieces. Seriously, let things dry. Don't rush it. You're going to be so unhappy if you rush things. Let's see, what do I want to use here? Let's do some razzle dazzle down here. If you notice, I'm trying really, really hard not to scrub to the edges because I don't want to have this look like like it's patchwork. Patched in, yes. Patchy, yes, but not like I made a quilt out of it. This is coming out so much fun. So much fun. I really like how this is coming out. All right, let's get in here with a little teal waterfall. Sorry, I know I keep going out of the camera range because I keep trying to push it in places that I think you can see so I can see it too, and then I realize I am out of frame for you all. And look how cool that is. I just love this. Let's see if I can get a little bit of this in here, because that big royal blue blob looks like I forgot to foil on something. So the fact that I have to touch up that spot works out just fine with me. Okay, let's turn it that way. Let's get a little Harlow in here again. Oh, I'm so dumb. I released that over navy blue. But look how that popped that navy blue. Sometimes I'm so blind I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was having bad release. Why is that? No, it's gone over the navy blue. Duh. All right, let's turn this now. It now can be on its side a little bit, so I can see a little more than I was before. So let's grab a little blue Jaguar here. Let me come back up in here because there's a little exposed area up in there. And then I have to watch out. This royal blue, while it's pretty, will want to clearly take over and look like I didn't do anything. So I gotta pay attention. Now I literally pulled 10 different foils out here. So you'd think I could more easily make up my mind about what I was putting where, but that's wrong. I can't. Okay, there's a little more Olsen coming in. We're gonna get that nice iridescence going. Where did I put my brush? There we go. And then let's take a little more Razzle Dazzle. Put that in there. Now, I wouldn't recommend turning this on its side unless you have something like I do underneath it, which is parchment paper. Don't use wax paper. The wax will deposit. You can use silicone-coated paper. That's great, too. I'm just telling you, pay attention to what you're putting your stuff, what surface you're putting your stuff onto. You don't want to have any unhappy accidents. And since unhappy accidents and happy ones seem to be my middle name, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a little aquamarine up in there. Let's put a little Melody Ocean in here. I think I want to put the Melody Ocean over here. Because the colors in the Melody Ocean and the Razzle Dazzle complement each other, but the pattern's not so close it's confusing. Come on. Heal up. There we go. You see I have my blue here. That's that royal blue. I'm going to see what happens if I just put this right over there. Since I had that little bit of extra release on the navy before. Let's see what happens if I do that here. It breaks that up a little. Yeah, it breaks it up a little bit. But see, I'm pulling if I'm not careful. Gotta be careful. I'm forcing things right now, and that's why these things happen. Getting down to the last few pieces as we get down to the bottom of our pumpkin. Teal waterfall going in here. Let's get a nice size piece of Harlow going right there. It wants to stay stuck. That's this area to work on here. So let's put the blue leopard in here. blue cheetah right next to it. And we still have the bottom to do, so I'm going to take cobalt blue here, or the royal blue here, sorry. And I'm going to take some navy blue. And let's see what else we got floating around here. I'm just going to use little bits and pieces of whatever's left around here. Just a little bit of Melody Ocean. And here we got some Razzle Dazzle. And let's see what's got a chunk up. There we go. Here's some Teal Waterfall right here. Ah, see? Start pulling up there because that's where the paint and the foil adhesive were not cured hard enough. But all in all, I think a wonderfully successful pumpkin. I'm very happy with this. I'm going to touch up those few spots that I have issues with, where I pulled up a little here and a little here. We're going to fix those, and it's going to be good to go. All right, let me flip the camera up here so I can see you all. I hope you're seeing me. Yep, there we go. All right, everyone. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you all liked it. Thank you for sharing and sprinkling. Everybody, I appreciate you being here today and giving me a little bit of your time. I'm going to finish up some pumpkins and I'm going to go home because, as y'all know, I was not feeling well that last few days, so maybe going home and sleeping a little bit would be a good idea. All right, everyone, talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.